I stopped behind a white truck. I still see that day very vividly. I stopped. There was this huge lump in my throat. I started crying. I said, God, what have I done? Because how will I leave law to enter the kitchen? How? Who will I explain it to? I've left known territory where I've been for over a decade. And all of a sudden, I say I'm going to unknown. No one in my family has been an entrepreneur. It was new. It is me going into the unknown. But I'd listened to too many messages. Fortune favors the bold. You've got to run with this. And this thing comes to me really naturally. At a point, I had to be true to myself.
It's often been said that African food is too spicy, too ethnic, too complicated for global palates. But is that really true? Is that fact, fiction, or maybe even bias? One woman is redesigning, redefining, recreating how the world and Africa at large chooses to embrace, enjoy, feel, and interact with African food. Ify Mogekwu, through Ify's Kitchen, is redefining how we consume African food through immersive experiences, fantastic storytelling, and being an epic brand ambassador for African cuisine. Today on Women Leaders Unscripted, Ify takes us into her world and the journey towards making African food not just easier to consume for the global audience, but using it as a bridge to show that Africa is not just rising, but we're already there, firmly in the middle of the world stage. Today is another fabulous day to have unscripted conversations with women leaders. And today I have this amazing, and I know I say amazing, incredible a lot, but she's redefining how we think about food, African food to be particular, and how we use that to have global conversations and, I dare say, global dominion. Today on Women Leaders Unscripted, we have the incredible, amazing Ify Mogekwu, aka Ify's Kitchen. I love that you did period. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm just, you have the aura of, so I was born in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And so the beauty queens we had then were like, people were like Bianca, or no, that's the standard. That's the vibe you're bringing. You're like beauty queen, elegant, nails did, hair did. It's so fantastic. Thank you.
It can't be less. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you for having me. Thank you.
I want to say this, and it may be too much, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to prelude this conversation with that. I love what you're doing with Ify's Kitchen.
Thank you.
First of all, I love that you're calling it Ify's Kitchen. So it's like, this is my kitchen. This is my own. My rules. Yes. But more importantly, I love how you're teaching us how to look at African cuisine differently. And I'm just like, I didn't know roasted plantain could look like that. I didn't know we could do this with that. And like, you're taking things that have historically or traditionally been a certain way, and you're just like revamping it. And I'm like, yes, girl. So thank you for existing in that. And you're fabulous. You know how they also think like, oh, people who cook, okay, she must look the part. And you're like,
tie wrap pie in the kitchen, be big, how about Basira kind of look,
exactly. So I love that you're even like challenging norms and stereotypes with just how you come across.
Thank you.
So thank you for that. Okay, enough fangirling. I'm sure you've heard this question like 10 million times about like how you started, right? Because what happens with a lot of people within your creative, space is that that they had one office job but they probably like detested it and weren't even great at it. But you put in over a decade in, and you didn't just come from corporate, you came from like legal, and there are layers to corporate work. There's corporate of like, okay, I was just buying food and doing things, and then there's corporate of like, I'm advising multinationals and countries. So that's big leagues. First of all, tell me about your corporate journey. How did you always want to, be in the legal profession? Did you want to do something else? I, for example, wanted to be Superman when I was younger. How did that start for you?
Okay, so from when I was, I'd say maybe in primary school, primary 4, primary 5, people put it in my head that I was going to be a lawyer. So
Why?
I don't know, maybe they felt I talked a lot, I read a lot. Oh my God, I used to fight my brother for books, novels, storybooks, and then I could talk. And everyone just look at me, you'll be a lawyer, you'll be a lawyer. So from very little, if you ask me, what are you going to be when you grow up? A lawyer. So that was how it just entered my head. Secondary school, I knew I was going to be a lawyer. So it was, when I got into SS1, it wasn't even hard. Science, art, I just went to art because I already knew I was going to be a lawyer. So everything was just easy, straight, and everything. So was that what I deep down I wanted to be? I couldn't think at the time. I just knew I was going to be. But along the line, when I started knowing or having passions, I wanted to be a TV host. I wanted to be a radio personality, And when I was in university, I had a few stints, I would say, with TV, with radio houses. I used to like intern in those places. And then when I graduated from university, I went to law school. I don't know, I just entered my head that, okay, you have to be prim and proper. You cannot mix these two lives, TV and law. So I put all those ones in the back burner and I said, you know what, I'm just going to focus on being a lawyer. This is where I am. This is it. And so that took a life of its own. I became a lawyer, went to school, started practicing and stuff. But I see that thing, I think that thing of wanting to be in front of TV has always been in me. And then I also knew I could cook. I love to cook as well. And one day I said, come on, you can do these two things now. Right. YouTube has given people the opportunity to own their own TV station, share their voices with the world. And I'm like, I can start my own show. Since, I haven't gone to look for a TV show anywhere else. I'm practicing. I'll do my own. I'll start my own TV show. I'll be my host in my own kitchen. So I'm being a cooking show host, and I'm cooking. I'm doing two things that I love. So that was how my dream started of having a YouTube channel where I would cook. And so I don't know if I've even answered your question.
No, you have. But like I have a follow-up question. Yeah. Did you enjoy being a lawyer?
That's a very good question. Oh, that is deep.
Did you enjoy being a lawyer?
Okay, I didn't think about it deeply. It was just
you were just doing
what I was going to do. It was just what I'd gone to school to do. But I noticed that when my friends would talk about going for international conferences, going to be SAN, doing this, at a point, I started forcing myself to have these conversations. So when I hear them talk about, I came online, I saw this stuff, where did you guys see it? I want, because I'm like, there's something wrong with me. Why am I not? I was excelling. I was writing articles, I was climbing, because that's who I am. Whatever I'm doing, it has to be excellent. But I knew that fire wasn't there. I knew it. I knew it wasn't there.
Wow.
And so when I started Ify's Kitchen as a side thing, that was what was keeping me awake at night.
I see.
It wasn't some legal opinion.
Wasn't legal things.
No. I would be in the boardroom, having meetings with corporate bodies, everything, and I'm scribbling on my notepad how to make jollof rice. How will I make it different? I was scribbling, okay, when I get home after work today, I'm going to turn yam like this. That was all that was on my mind. So I just knew. And all my friends are like, if the way you're going to leave law very soon. And I'm like, God forbid, no, I'll do the two. Because how will I leave law?
Exactly.
To enter the kitchen.
Exactly.
How? Who will I explain it to? So I said, no, I'm not going. So they all saw it that at some point I was going to leave. I guess they could say the passion. But I didn't like it. So are you saying I'm not showing the same love for law? I didn't really like it. But at a point, I had to be true to myself.
Right. And I think that's so powerful because thankfully, I didn't have that. I grew up in a family. My dad was like, what do you want to do? So if I told my dad I want to be a transformer, okay, go on.
So be it.
But I understand that we're from a culture. It's just like, okay, you want to do what to what?
Yeah.
Usually you leave law to, like you said, it's like, okay, go and be a son. Like, that's the trajectory.
Yeah.
But, so I love the fact, and you speak about the fire burning.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a critical piece that we can sometimes extinguish. Because there are a lot of people, again, women especially, who are watching this, who are saying, I feel it. This is the thing that I want to do. This is the thing that I'm passionate about. Or I feel it. But they're afraid.
Absolutely.
And they're like, what are people going to say? So I want you to talk a little about that. So did you worry and say, how am I going to? Because again, you hear people say, okay, that work, we don't even know what she was doing. Okay, she left. But you had such an accomplished career. How did the people around you, how did your siblings, your husband, your mom, did they say, I'm going to MFM Prayer City because village people have struck?
Yeah.
How was that? How did you manage your, personal stakeholders?
It wasn't easy at all. Because I was already fighting the battle in my mind. To leave or not to leave. In fact, I could have left earlier than I did. But it was just how, to where, to what. Do you understand? What would you say? You're a lawyer. Any room you enter, I'm a lawyer, It sounds good. And now what will you say you are? Who are you, And then it was difficult. So for many years, I was struggling in my mind. And then I turned to mentors online. They don't even know they mentored me or anything. Right. YouTube, again, I love YouTube. So if I call YouTube, that's what changed my life, basically. And then I started listening to all these motivational speakers. There are a lot of them. Les Brown, Tracy, E.T., a lot of them. And then they would say Gary V. And then they'll let you know that, look, whatever it is you want to do, go do it and go be it. It's better for you to try than when you get really old and then you start regretting what would have been. And so when I made up my mind that this is it, I'm leaving. I know what's burning in my heart. I told my husband, my husband has always been very supportive. Right. And when I met my husband first, he said, I love you because you're a career lady. Hey, I think that was the one that terrified me the most. You're a career lady. I love career women. So I went to him, I said, if I leave, how will it affect you? Because I know one of the things that attracted you to me was the fact that I'm career driven. Yeah. You're a lawyer. You're climbing the ladders. So now I'm leaving law to enter the kitchen. How will you feel? And he says, no, Ify, I'm good. Whatever you want. I said, no.
True. Tell me.
Talk true. Talk true. How will you feel about it? So once he assured me that he was okay with it, go for it, go your dreams, I'll support you no matter what. But are you sure? So I said, are you sure? Is it for you or is it for me?
Right.
He said, no, it is for you. I am fine with whatever. I've seen how far you've come. I've seen how you've excelled where you are. So I know who you are. So I'm not worried. You're a career woman. You've shown what you can do. So this, are you sure, is for you? Are you sure? And I said, yes, I'm sure. This is what I want to do. My parents, my mom, my dad, you say you want to do what again?
Exactly.
You want to be pressing computer, phone, this. I said, yes, that you don't understand, because my mom was, I said my mom was very annoying. So then it's one thing. My phone, I work with my phone a whole lot, because I create content, I edit every minute. What are you doing? Every minute you're pressing phone. Go and do something. I said, Mommy, I'm working.
Work.
But she didn't understand it. So she always used to antagonize me. You have this phone. Go and do something better with yourself, So they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
They said, no, can't you do it side by side like you've been doing? I said, no, I'm leaving. I told the partners in my office, I'm leaving. One of them said, finally.
Wow.
So it has come. I always knew it was going to happen. I said, no, Mr. Martins, I didn't know. He said, no, you didn't see it, but we did. Other partners said, you're not sure yet. Take time. They said, one in particular said, take time. You can even walk 3 times a week. Because I'd just given birth. So they felt it was the twins, it was the kids. They said, no, when you even resume after maternity, we'll give you walk 2 days a week, work from home, do this. It was so tempting, But I said, no. When I got back home, I said, no, this is a trap. This is a trap. I've made up my mind. But now all these, are you sure? All these juicy offers, work 2 days a week, work till 3 p.m., work days. I said, it's a trap. I'm going to still get sucked in. Because how can I have work at work? Like I have things to do and I say, no, today is my day off. It is not going to happen. Yeah. How can I be on my day off and they tell me there's a meeting or you have to be here? How can I say, oh, no, I cannot come. It's my day off. Yeah. I said, it's a trap. I'm not going to do this. Okay, do you want a raised salary? I said, no, I don't want. I don't want it. So I said, go and think about it. Go and pray. Go and do this. And then come and tell me. I never went back to him. After like 2 weeks, I didn't go back. I just wrote my letter. And like a thief in the night, I just snuck it into my email straight to HR. And I heard that after a while, he was very upset with me. I'm very sorry. If you're watching this now, I'm sorry, but I couldn't face you. So I just sent him my resignation letter, and I knew it was done. And when I left, I'll never forget. I know many people have heard the story, but the following day, I sent him my resignation letter at night, at about 8 p.m. Just hit that send button. And then the next morning, I was taking a walk in my neighborhood, and I stopped behind a white truck. I still see that day very vividly. I stopped. There was this huge lump in my throat. I started crying. I said, God, what have I done? What have I done? I've left known territory where I've been for over a decade. I'm climbing. I'm moving. And all of a sudden, I say I'm going to unknown. No one in my family has been an entrepreneur. So there's no one I'm even looking up to that, okay, my dad, my mom, my siblings, they did it this way. It was new. It is me going into the unknown. But I'd listened to too many messages online. Fortune favors the bold. This is you. This is your career. This is a dream God has placed in your heart. This is your vision. No one else knows this. No one else is feeling what you're feeling. You've got to run with this. And then somebody said to me, because I talk to people, plenty people. Someone said, Ify, God is talking to you now. He won't force you to leave and do what you want to do. He will just take the dream and put it in someone else's heart. And when you see someone doing that thing you're doing, you will now say, I can do this thing better than that person. No. But when you had the time, why didn't you do it? Right. And that scared me so much. Right. And then the pain of regret. Well, when I'm older, what will I say to myself? Right. I could have, but I didn't. I said, no, I'm doing it. And if I fail, God forbid, if I fail, I'll go back to law. So that was always something I said. If it doesn't work, I have a skill, I've got a good background, I will go back. So you know what? We're moving forward. And that was it.
I have a lump in my throat. I truly do. Because what you're saying, I have a lump in my throat and I have like chills, and I'll tell you why. You know, there's something you said no one in my family has done this. And in my head, I thought, she's a path creator. She's breaking the mold. She had nobody, there was no example, but she's creating the path. Now in your family, nobody is ever going to say, no one, I don't have anybody who's done this. So you've created and that's the thing, I think that's what they say is the burden of those who break the way, is that you are the one literally creating the path from a rock. And that's so powerful. And I love how, oh God, I don't want to cry. I love how human you are, because a lot of people are just like, oh, I read it and I moved. And you're like, no, I it's like, God, are you sure? Mm-hmm. I love that raw human emotion where you're like, I know what you're saying. And I'm thankful for your friends, that they're not like Job's friends, who in the Bible is just like, curse God and die. Yeah. But they're like, go do it. Yeah. But I thank you for doing it, because if you didn't do it, you wouldn't be here today. And most importantly, somebody out there, there's somebody watching this from Norway. There's somebody watching this from Saple. There's somebody watching this from Kanu who's saying, because Ify did, I can. So thank you for that. Okay. Whew. Okay. So I love what you do with food.
Thank you.
It's food that we know. First of all, I like the fact, you know how some people I've seen a video where someone put raisins and almonds and pecans in jollof rice. And I said, I no go fit. But I like what you do. So you make me think, I'm just like, okay. You're reimagining the way that we think about African food and African cuisine. How did you... It's literally like you've created the iPhone of food industry, in my opinion, because I'm like, she has just done something that is transformational. Why did you feel, especially as you were entering into a space that there were already people there? So it wasn't like you were entering sort of like even if for you, it was the unknown. Yeah. There were many knowns already in that space. What is sort of like your unique proposition? How did you come about it?
Right. Yeah. Okay, so when I started, like I said, YouTube was the goal. YouTube was the dream. Right. I took time off work at the time to shoot 13 episodes of my YouTube video. Right. I got an editor, I got a videographer. I wanted to do it professionally because I'd looked at YouTube people at the time. They were just, it wasn't that serious. Only one or two people were doing it the way I wanted to. And remember, I said it was going to be my TV channel. So I got in the professionals to do it. August, I don't remember the exact year. Yeah. We shot it up till now, as I speak. I haven't seen any of these videos.
Where are they?
The guy who was editing the videos said, look, he's going through some personal challenges. He'll get to it. So it was taking so long. How far? Where are my videos? Please, I'm going through a lot. It's my life. I'm going through a lot. So at a point, I couldn't keep, badgering him. Where are my videos? Because it now felt like I was being insensitive. He's going through some life-changing challenges, issues. I haven't seen those videos today.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you understand Yoruba?
Small.
You know when they say, Olokwa ma ko everybody? That's Olokwa will pack him, his destiny, his family. What? He's going through a lot.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, these videos will come out one day, but this was August. Then around December, I then opened my Instagram page. And I said, while I'm waiting for these videos, there's no one on Instagram sharing video recipes. People were just putting pictures. And there was a particular person on Instagram. It was just pictures. But she was always making it look like, food was so complicated. I'm not going to call that person's name. I'm sure you know yourself. Food was so complicated. If you do this and you don't put salt at that time.
Right.
You have missed it. I said, what are you talking about? It is not that deep. No. So it was from,
Right.
No, I don't agree with you. I don't, So I just started, and no one was sharing videos.
Right.
Only pictures. So I just said, one day, I just got back from work, went to my kitchen, holding my phone, one hand, my poly-lit kitchen, and I just did a video, how to make this, make that, how to make pasta. That was my first video. And then I put it out on social media. And people were really watching, view. I did second video, third video. People were liking my video and following. I say, hey, 500 people are following me. See something, 1,000 people. It was huge. It was major, And so that's how I started on Instagram while waiting for my YouTube videos to come out.
I'm going through a lot, man.
To come out. So I started putting out videos on Instagram like that. And then it took a life of its own to the extent that I now left the YouTube dream. And I said, I think people on Instagram, they've been waiting for me all their lives too. I have a community forming. Of course, at the time, I didn't even know anything about community. I didn't know anything about influencing. I didn't have brand deals.
Right.
It was just me adding value, feeling like there's someone out there who wants to know how to make this dish, who is looking for what to have for dinner or lunch. And this thing comes to me really naturally. Let me help someone out there, whoever you are, I don't know. But because the feedback was good, I then started doing it. I'll go to work in the morning, get back around 8 p.m., just throw my bag somewhere, straight to the kitchen. It was only my husband and I at the time. Nobody to prep anything. On my way from work, I'll stop in the supermarket, buy all the things I need, go home, 1 a.m., I'm done, get a few hours of sleep in the morning. My husband is driving to work, I'm editing the video. So that was how it was for a really, really long time. And then your question was, how did I do it? Especially that there were people in the
already
space.
In the space.
Yeah, but like I said, I now focused on Instagram, where I had no blueprints. There was nobody putting out videos at the time, just pictures. And so I was winging it. I had no clue what I was doing. But I just knew that whatever I was doing was getting good feedback. Yeah, and so people were just following a lot of people. Then a brand reached out to me, a small brand that, I would like you to use my product. I will never forget that day. They came to me in my conference room through a mutual friend. That's how they reached me. I want you to use my product and cook and everything. I said, I'll be happy to do that. So how much? I said,
Exposure.
How much? I said, no, don't worry. I'm happy to do it.
I'm sorry, you said don't worry.
Yes, because I didn't know it was a thing. I'm telling you. I said, no, don't worry. I was just happy that someone had seen me and felt that I could add value or use their product. So, do you know what that means? I said, no. She said, no, it's your time. I mean, God bless that woman.
Wow.
God bless you, Miss Chioma, Madam Chioma. Thank you. She said, no, it's your time. It's your energy. It's your ingredients. It's everything. And she now said, so how much? I said, anything you pay me is fine. She said, no. I think she didn't want to take advantage because she saw this woman was very green and everything. I don't know how I came about a figure, and I promised her heaven and hell. I promised her the whole world. I'll make sure I post it on Facebook. I post it here. I post it there. I post it there. Don't worry. I'll make sure eyeballs, people see it and stuff. So that was how I knew brand deals were a thing. That was my very first brand deal and stuff. So that was how I started. And yeah, it led to many years. I didn't just resign. I did this for how long? Maybe about 6 years before I knew that, look, I had to focus, power of focus. I'm neither focused in my law job like I should, because I know if I was focused here, how many books I would have written or articles by now. If I was facing Ify's Kitchen, I know what I would have done, who I would have worked with, who the collaborations I would have had. So I said, look, at one point, madam, you have to pick one struggle. You have to pick. So that was where the discussion and conversation of choosing one lane came into place, and then I faced that battle when it came. So that's how the journey started.
And why is that important? Also, we're in a generation where a lot of people do many different things. I've seen people say, I'm a multi-hyphenate. I don't really know what that means, but people do different things. And so people are like, you can be this and be that. I don't really agree with that, but what is the value of focus? What did that do for you? What did that do for your brand? What did that do? I mean, we're in this thing of mental health. What did that do for your mental health? What did that do for your spiritual life? What did that focus do?
Oh, fantastic question. And I will not forget again. Somebody in my law office, a very senior lawyer at the time, he called me. He said, Ify, you have to leave.
Wow.
I said, he said, you have to leave. What you're doing is good. People are loving it, but you can do more. I said, how? He said, I'll give you this analogy. He said, if you take 2 stones and you keep striking them, it's only when you consistently and intentionally do it that fire will come out. But if you're not doing it consistently, intentionally, and you're not striking well, fire will not come out. So if you don't leave and focus, you won't get to where you should. So you need to focus. You're nowhere now. You're neither here nor there. So you need to focus. And I see that food is your passion. You should leave.
Wow. You know, the thing that came to my mind as you said that was the scripture where it says that you are lukewarm and I spat you out. You are neither hot nor cold. And because you are lukewarm, I spat you out. And that's such a powerful image if you think about it, because it's like, what are you? And a lot of us to react to like, is it cold? Is it hot? That in between is somewhat like disgust. It's just like, what is this? It's trash. And that's powerful. So I want people to listen. Women especially, because women were like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. But then burnout.
Yeah.
And then don't achieve that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me say something, right? I want everyone to know it's important. It wasn't the day he told me
that
I left. It wasn't. It took another maybe 2-3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was me then planning at the time, saving up.
So you had an exit strategy.
Yeah, but I didn't know when. But I knew I was going to leave at some point. I knew. But when? Because I was scared, remember?
Yeah.
I was scared.
Right.
This all I've known all my life. I was still scared, but I knew I was going to leave. But when? No clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thank you for saying that, because, you know, like you spoke about like watching and like being mentored and inspired by a lot of these speakers.
Yeah.
And there are people who are like that, who are just like, okay, motivational speaker, but then they stop. But then you backed it up, will say, okay, I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm going to plan for it. I'm going to save. I'm going to, okay. Your community. If you just say, the sun is bright, don't say, hey, I'm just like, what's going on here? It feels like all of you are in the same house. And these are millions of people.
Yeah.
Even when we posted something on Little Ladies Africa, oh, that's my beauty, that's my babe, I'm like, who are these? So you have a community of people who are, and they're mostly nice, which is interesting because a lot of communities are like, you have like a mixed bag. So tell me about your community. How do you feed them, pun intended, and how do they feed you back? Yeah.
Great question. Thank you. So my community came about, I would say it's been years of building trust, showing up consistently, and being authentic to myself. I feel like they know me. They've watched me over the years. So it's not a one day or 2 days thing. It's been years of being consistent. And my values, my message has been the same. So now they trust me. And this trust, you cannot buy it anywhere. It is grown over the years. And yes, I've noticed it. On my page, you get the occasional troll and co. But when anyone trolls me, do you know I don't even have to say anything?
Because the others will be like,
they will fight for me. They know, and they'll like carry your madness and leave this place. And I think I also set the tone. I respond to everyone politely, even those who troll me, those who come to talk down on me and everything. I'll respond to you nicely. So they see here, I'm not I don't want bad energy, bad vibes. Yeah. Take it away from here. This is a safe community. This is where people are reasonable and sensible, and they've come to learn and just meet other people. This is a good, nice, safe space. So that is what I want. I'm very happy with my community. Right. I love them so much. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
They're very joyful. I want to talk a little about motherhood. Like, I can also tell that you like being a mom.
Oh, yeah.
And that distinction, I didn't say love, because people love their children. It's just like, okay, I love you, you are here, I love you.
Yeah.
But you like it, which is an important distinction.
Yeah.
How is that journey?
The journey for me wasn't an easy one.
I know.
It wasn't easy at all. It was a long time coming. So they're here now. But no, I'm not going to say I idolize them because it took... No. Is that part? No, it's not. It doesn't play any part of it at all. Even if they came a year after my marriage or so, I think it'll still be
the same.
Well, I don't know. I'm just happy to be their mom and their friend, but their mom too. So they should not.
It's just like
don't mix it up.
Mom, yeah.
I enjoy cooking for them, cooking nutritious meals for them. Oh my goodness! Do you know that I never bought any commercial food, baby food for them?
You made it all.
I made it all.
Hey, God.
I made it all from when they were 6 months old. I pureed all their meals, every single thing. So it was exciting and challenging. Like, I'm going to feed these people. What I've been seeing on YouTube, Instagram, all these places where they will do this, it's my turn now. I'm going to nurture these ones. I want them. I want to see, So I actually enjoy it. I like it, especially from the food angle. Every time I put a plate in front of them, even up till now, there must be protein, vegetables, carb. Like, I want to see it. And when my domestic staff, they just put something in front of them. I say, no.
Right.
Never.
Right.
Please do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. So I actually like being their mom. I like being a mom. And I'm enjoying it.
Do they have, how, so I, for example, my dad is late now, but like I look like him, sound like him. So when my brother, for example, wants to insult me, he'll say, "Stop behaving like that." It's not a compliment. It's that maybe I'm being hard-headed or whatever. So do your kids, does anyone like behave like you, look like you, talk like you, or is all that?
I think we're still watching them now. But who do they look like? Clearly, my husband.
Aww.
Clearly. Maybe Muna has my complexion. Right. Yeah. But in terms of mannerism, we're watching them. They're picking up a few things. There's some things that Somto, he's the boy, would do. And I say, oh my God, Donald, that is so you. That is you. Because my husband, when he's talking, he just... and then one day I was just watching Somto. Somto was talking, I said, Muna, why did you do that? I said, oh my God.
That's you.
Donald. And then there was something Muna said one day, and then Donald said, she's picked... You always say that. I said, me? I said, yes, you always say it. Now, so they pick these things, but we're still looking at them to see who they're more like. But I see that they're picking mannerism, the way of talking, and all these things from both of us.
Right. Yeah. Do you have a favorite meal?
A favorite meal?
Or do you have like a favorite... So I, for example, I know it's bad. I like eba.
Okay.
And soup. So any soup.
Yeah.
No, I don't like egusi soup. I detest egusi soup. Afang, ogbono, banga, eforiru. I like eba. I can eat eba if it was healthy. But now I'm fat and
Don't even go there.
Okay, we can have a conversation about that. But I like swallows. Yeah. So you can give me 5 times a day. So do you have any meal that you're like, okay, I love this?
I won't lie you, I find that I never really want to eat a full meal. I'm telling you, give me popcorn. Give me boiled corn and coconut. Give me moi moi. Give me salad. Give me fruit. So many times I'm starving. And then I talk to my PA or my domestic staff, please help me quickly make salad for me and chicken or something. And they say, but you just said you're starving. I say, that's what I want to eat. So this one is not forming or health or anything. I just find that I never want to really sit down with a plate of rice and this or a bun. I eat all those things. I eat them. But I just want something I can... it's not a snack, no, but easy, and I don't know, but that's just...
This is so ironic, because you would think a person who creates... Like, in my head, I thought you were going to say, oh, moi, but not in the way, but if I put like this and that...
I'm the simplest person in the world to feed.
This is so... But again, I think it makes sense. It happens with... I'm also not surprised, because it's like you're creating so much stuff, and then you're like, give me coconuts and butter. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
All the magic you create.
I'm telling you. Give me boli. Just roast the plantain and put chicken or fish by the side. I just like to eat something quick. I don't like all the... I eat everything. I don't have a favorite. Right. But what I like...
That's so cool.
And so that maybe I'm watching a movie. It's my rest time now. I'm just eating it. I'm eating my corn and coconut. And I'm okay. I don't want too much.
Wow. Okay. So I want to go back to your transition journey. Transitioning from corporate to... Because again, a lot of people are there. Or people are in a place where they are doing both. Were there any lessons within the corporate space that you took into being an entrepreneur?
Goodness me. Now I'm finding that it's a lot. Like, I took a lot of things. I'd say attention to details. Oh Lord, I pay attention to the littlest thing, and that would come from my years of being a lawyer. Like, you have to dot your I's and cross your T's. Oh my God, the discipline that comes from being a lawyer, the thinking strategically and critically, it comes into play. I'll give you an example. Goodness, I was going to say something. I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, not responding to emails. You cannot drop an email in my box today, and within 5-10 minutes, I've not responded.
She's correct, because she responded to her team. It was,
and
you don't get that.
My team. I'm sorry, team. They didn't start like that, but I let them know. I'm sorry. I don't roll like that. I don't.
Love it.
I
don't.
You
do this now.
If an email drops in my box, even if I don't have an answer for you, I'm going to give you a holding email that, I acknowledge receipt of your email, and I'll come back to this. But yeah, and I'll say this, I picked it up from being a lawyer. In my law firm, who are you? A client sent you an email, a full day has passed, and you did not respond. Don't even wait for a full day. Within 30 minutes, you must have sent a holding email. So I've taken that with me. Right. It's so important. Right. And also, one of our core values was integrity, creativity, and excellence in my law firm. I've taken that with me. No matter what I do, my integrity is going to be 100%. I remember one time, an agency, they tried it the first time. They sent money to my account. I sent an invoice to them, so they had my account details. And they had paid me, and then money came into my account. And I called the contact person. Sorry,
what's this one?
This money came into my account. And she said, oh my God, they paid you in error. Well, okay, please transfer it to this account. She gave me another account, not the company account that sent me. Wait, so I was, at the time, I'll say I was being naive. It was a lesson. I sent it to that account. Then the second time it happened, I said, no, something is going on. Yeah. Something is going on. And then I called my brother. I said, no. And my brother said, oh my God, don't you know these are vendors? They do this a lot. They said, the first time I let it go thinking, but this time it's suspicious. A second time from the same person, I said, no. Then I called the lady. She said, you know what? Okay, you know what? Transfer it to this account and keep this for yourself. I said, I'm sorry. Anything that is going to keep me awake at night and my conscience, I will never do. I don't want that money. Said, transfer it to my account. Said, I will not transfer it to your account. I'm sorry. We've had such a wonderful, because I used to look up to her. I still do. Yeah. But I'm not going to transfer it into the account. I'm going to transfer it back
to your account.
to where it's coming from. I know at risk of losing your friendship or even more business from your agency. So that is me. 100% transparency.
I love that.
I will not, integrity. I don't like to lie.
I love that.
For what?
I love that.
So I like to, black is black.
Yeah.
If you ask me this question in 100 years, I'm going to give you the same answer because the truth is constant.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
And do you face pushback? Again, Nigeria. Do you get people saying, your own is too much? You too do. Do you have any sort of like cultural or like whatever pushback to integrity, excellence, professionalism? Do people, because again, within your sector, it's expected. So for example, she was here 30 minutes before we started this conversation. That's never been done. So people expect those within the creative sector. It's like, oh, if you say 5 o'clock, better tell them 1 o'clock because they're going to be 4 hours there. So all of these things, but you're coming in here and you're like, nope, structure, excellence, system, this, integrity. Do you have people saying,
Okay. If it's party they invited me to, if you invited me to a party and you put 4 o'clock, I'm not turning up at 4. So let's just get it right.
Let's put the caveat there.
But for professional settings like this, oh, please. And I'll attribute it to my training. Yeah, I like to be professional. Let's do things the way it is. Now, do I have people in my circle I've said, you're honest to me? Yes, all the time. All the time. I go to buy something and I pay you. I expect thank you.
yes,
It's simple.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's the
it's
normal
courtesy,
thing.
right?
And then I don't hear it. And then I go to the car and I'm fuming. And she couldn't even say thank you. And, my husband has even told me, you're expecting too much. I said, but it's simple. I bought something from you. I could have gone to other places. You're expecting too much. Leave these people. So I get a lot of, your own is too much. You're expecting too much. So sometimes I'm like, am I really a problem? Is my own really too much?
Am I the problem?
I'm telling you, because...
Right.
Well, anyhow, in Nigeria, I don't like it. Why should we be that way? But I'm learning to adjust.
Don't.
I can't. Sometimes it's too much.
It's
The
too much
wahala
stress,
is too stressful. So sometimes now I've lowered.
know.
When I go and pay for something, don't tell me thank you. It's okay.
It's
Just give me
fine.
my loan. Let me be going. I beg. But I don't want.
But I think why I say don't is because you're Nigerian. I know Nigerian.
Very Nigerian.
You're Nigerian. So it's how people say, everybody's like that. But I'm like, but we're born here. We know someone in common, Tutu. She has never been late to a meeting that we had.
Tutu. Never.
If I'm 2 minutes late, she's already there. But she's Nigerian.
Yeah.
So this idea of like we have of like, that's how, but I'm like, you're different. I'm different.
Yeah.
We insist on excellence. We insist on integrity. So it must therefore mean that these traits are also Nigerian.
100%. But you see, is like now I said, sometimes I'm like,
but
it's
it's like pushing a rock up a hill. It's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
So I just choose your battles.
Yeah.
I agree. But also, my sister.
so tiring.
Not
man.
great for anybody. It's do it.
Sometimes I just be like, okay, that's it. I then, sit back or take a step back and just chill and say, I beg. I don't want to.
Too much.
I don't want to be the too much person in this instance.
I get it. Let's talk about Khan.
Okay.
Your Instagram was on fire. In the best way.
Okay,
I'm just
thank
like, things they happen, from the food to the fashion to the panels. How was that for you? Wow. And your community as well. I'll not be like, some people will not be like, oh, this place looks so great. I'm like, you did it. They were inside with you.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh my God, it's definitely one of the highlights of my career as a full-time content creator, a digital entrepreneur. Definitely one of the highlights, from the kitchen to global stage, And I think this is the first time African creatives are coming on a global stage to actually talk. To present. Right. So it was very exciting for me, and I made sure that I took my community along with me, and they were very excited So they were very excited. My story, when I came back from France, they're like, Ify, we were there with you.
Yep.
We experienced the sun because it was very hot. We experienced that sun with you. They loved every second of it. They also loved the fact that we know Ify when she started now. We were there. Now look at Ify speaking on a global stage. So it's very exciting for me, very exciting for them. And I know that this is just the beginning. There'll be very many more of these. And thank you to Wolf Studios for thinking me worthy. Yeah, because there are many other African creators, but they came to me and said, we want you to come with us. So that's very validating and very, makes me feel good that somebody is seeing me and recognizing me. And it makes me feel good.
Yeah. I think it's also a testament to, like I said, I keep using the word redefine, but that's actually what you're doing. How, the world thinks about like African cuisine and like African food, Nigerian food. So I think, it's deserving. I want to quickly talk about some of the challenges, because again, people might see and say, oh, people think content creation is easy. So they just say things like, don't I just need a phone and ring lights? And honestly, if you pay attention, if you're walking on streets in like Lekki, people are creating you literally see people doing stuff for TikTok and all whatnot. What are some of the challenges you faced as a content creator that people can like learn from? And what have you learned from those challenges?
Wow. Some of the challenges I faced is time. Particularly, even up to now, my family always joke that 24 hours is not enough for Ify. Right. They always say that, and that's the truth. Right. But I'm learning to manage my time and to delegate and stuff so that I can have some more time. But before, when I was still doing my 9 to 5 and content, when I was preparing, so time was a very big challenge for me. So how I dealt with that was that I wasn't sleeping anymore at night. I wasn't sleeping, because Gary Vee said something that stuck. And he said, 9 to 5 is for your employers. After whatever you do after 5 o'clock, it's for you. It's for your life. So what will you do after that? Now, I understand that 5 is, speaking figuratively. Yeah. Your 5 is whenever you come back home. So for me, my 5 o'clock was 8 p.m., 9 p.m. whenever I get home. And so at that time, my life starts. This is my time. What am I going to use it for? Go and sleep. I want to make something of my life. Yeah, so time was is a big constraint even up till now. And then another thing again that is a challenge is the fact that you need to keep creating. Yes. You need to keep creating. And then there's that fear that if you, I know that I need to, I'm working on myself, right? It's okay to take a break. I'm telling myself.
It is okay.
Yeah. Like your community will still be there. And it's good to show up consistently, right? But if you burn out, what are you giving them? You can't pour from an empty cup. So it's a lesson I'm also letting myself know. Yeah. It's okay not to burn out. Yeah. But it's difficult.
I know.
It's difficult.
I know.
But we're doing it because I always want to put something out. I feel like I'm going to be letting my community down if I don't put something for them. Yeah. So it's challenging for me to draw a balance. I'm learning that I will at some point. So that's very challenging. And then being a mom, a wife, and a content creator is extremely challenging. There are many times that I probably won't see my kids in a day because I've gone out before they wake up, and I'm back
and they're asleep.
They're asleep. I want to see them. This is the bonding time. But I'm also grateful for the fact that I have my own time. Right. So when I have downtime, I'm very present. Really, really present. Right. I don't believe in that work-life balance, by the way. I don't think it exists. So when I'm present, I am
you are present.
Yeah, so I try to do that. But other challenge, people to work for you or work with you. Big challenge. When I started, it was easy because it was easy for me to just do my own thing myself. But as I've grown bigger, I need to pull in people too. I can't do everything if I want to grow as fast and as far as I want to. I can't. So
you need competent people.
Competent people. That is a challenge.
Yes.
So I find myself, I'm like, I feel, should I use the word stressed from morning till night, managing people. Then when I get home, the twins, my domestic staff, managing everybody. So that is challenging for me. But like I said, I'm also learning to delegate so that I have more time. Yeah. And then I can also chill and relax so I don't burn out. Yeah. And also when I'm chilling, I shouldn't feel like people are out there working. What are you doing?
Right.
You're doing what? Right. You say you're resting. People are working. So I'm learning to, the noise in my head and all around me, tune it out. It's difficult, but I'm also learning to do that. So a way, some Instagram pages that give me that anxiety, they've been muted.
Thank you, Mama.
I don't see your page anymore, your channel.
That's the way to go.
I beg, you're giving me stress and headache.
That's the way to go. And I think more people, first of all, thank you for that human response, because people are watching and they're like, oh, she's a mom, she's a wife, she's a content creator, she looks fabulous. Because there are some content, and I'm not throwing stones, there's some content creators that you say, I can smell the egusi on you. They look like what they've been going through. You don't. Right? And so somebody is watching someone and thinking, I can't do it. So thank you for that human response. And thank you for saying, I'm also still trying to find a balance. Like, it's still this, shifting and being flexible and adaptable. And most importantly, prioritizing your mental health. So we have this thing where something is stressing us out, but we're like, I'm going to keep following the accounts. I'm like, why? Please,
if I'm doing that for you, mute me. Mute me immediately until you feel you're in a better place. Yeah. Mute me. I've muted many people. Yeah. You cannot come and kill me. No.
I love that. What are some of your self-care routines or things that you do to take care of your mental health, your spiritual health? I don't say how do you unwind, because maybe unwind is not the word, but how do you prioritize self-care for yourself? What does that look like?
I love to go to the gym.
Hell, I said self-care now.
It's self-care. Yeah. If I don't have time and it's self-care. It's self-care. If I don't go to the gym and, work out and make myself look good and feel good, how will I feel good inside if I don't feel good out, I love it. So for me, it's self-care. Working out is self-care. Right. Also, watching what I eat, the kind of things that I eat. It's self-care for me too. I like to eat my vegetables. I like fruits. I like to drink water. Right. I'm not big on water. So it's I make a conscious effort and attempt to drink water. Right. Sometimes it's 2 p.m. I haven't taken a drop of water. I'm telling you. So I catch myself immediately and then I go and chug down a full, more than a glass or two,
just to keep hydrated.
Yeah, so that's very intentional for me. That's self-care for me as well. Make sure I'm getting my nutrition in. Right. Yeah. Right. And what again? And then at night before I sleep, I unwind. I could just watch something to just calm my head down. I know it's not good. They said before you sleep to be on your screen, but I mean, it just. For me, it's like unwinding, calms me down. So just 30 minutes or till I fall asleep safe. Right. Yeah. So I like to go to the spa too with my friends or by myself. I really love it because then I feel like, hey, I'm taking care of myself. Doing the bath, all those things, the massaging me. I really, really love that. So those are a few things.
Okay, that's great. What is one thing that you're most proud of? Or 2 things, or 3 things?
I think I'm proud of the community I've built, Ify's Kitchen. It's a global community. Yeah. I have people from all over the world. I have people, I travel here and there, and then there are people who are saying, oh my God, Ify, I love you, I watch your videos. And I'm saying, God, thank you. Like, how? Right. How did this happen, So I'm really proud of that, the community, and what I've achieved. What I'm doing impacts. Yeah. They tell me all the time, I'm grateful to God for that because I know that it's only God. Because every day sometimes I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes
I think 8 million people will beg to differ.
I'm telling you.
Honey, 8 million people. Like you, I'm just like, it's not like you have to, you know, some people, they have just their family following them. You literally have an army.
Man, I struggle sometimes though. I struggle. There are those days I'm on my bed and I'm is the word upset or like, what am I even doing? What am I doing? And then I talk to my friend, like I'm venting. I say, are you okay? No, and they're like, are you fishing for compliments, or do you just want us to talk? And I say, no, you know me. I don't feel good right now. I feel like I can be doing more. But what's happening? And then they quickly remind me, Omo, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that. But I think it's just that spirit of wanting to do more, you know? So what am I proud of? The community I've built, even though many times, and God, please, I'm sorry, I still feel like I'm not doing enough. And then my husband will tell me, if you don't be ungrateful, don't be ungrateful. My husband is always quick to tell me that, don't be ungrateful. See how far you've come. And then I quickly check myself and I say, God, thank you.
I want to echo what your husband is saying. And I want to, and women do this all the time. And I'll tell you what you did. I said, one thing you're proud of, and you called the thing. And then I said, but you know, this. Please take your flowers, Ify. You created a path for yourself. There was no way there. Take your flowers. Pause in it. Luxuriate in it. Own it. You also, when you wanted to, you said, when I've achieved, and when I've done it quickly, no, you've achieved. Sit in it. Take it all in. You have over 7 million, 8 million people across platforms. Not be being so. It's how we say in Nigeria, if easy, do them. You think it's just like, okay, what magic is that? So please take your flowers. You are a lighthouse. You are doing deeply important work, and you are amazing.
Thank you.
Okay. So as we wrap up, what do you dream for yourself? What is the thing that you're, and I know you're doing many different things. You have that amazing show. You know, the way people eat the pepper, like I can smell the pepper from, and I'm just like, and people are like crying. I know go fit. So well done on that.
Thank you.
Another achievement. What is your dream for yourself? What do you want to do? And I know this is a cliche question, but because you are a creative and you're a dreamer, I wanna come into your head a little bit. What do you want to do 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now?
Well, there's a lot.
I love it.
Plenty.
I love it.
In fact, this morning, I told myself it's not just about, because I always, before I get up from bed every morning, my alarm goes off, and before I get down, I spend like 10, 15 minutes visualizing where I'm going to be in the next few years. And this morning, I said, it's not even enough to visualize. Go and write it down, my dear. So I took paper and biro, and I wrote, Ify's Kitchen Studios, what I want. Oh, plenty things. I don't have the money for it yet. But first thing, see it, write it. Think about it every day, because I am a very big believer in power of positive thinking. And when you just see things, visualize, affirm it, it will come. I don't know how, I don't know when, but that's not for me, it's for God.
It's for God to figure out.
This is what I want. I'm going to work towards it. You just bring it. It's not my headache how. I know you will. Right? So there's so many things I have in my mind, so many things. I'm not a big talker.
That's good. You're a big doer. So I'm just like, because there are many people who talk and don't do. So you know, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing your dreams with us. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. I know that there are people who are watching who are just going to be inspired by the work that you're doing. I know that I am. So thank you.
Well, I wanted to share one thing that I know in the next few years, I'm going to keep empowering women in different aspects of life. I am going to keep doing that, whether it's to start your own business, whether it is just for you to take that move and make the career switch. Or change, transition into something. I'm going to keep empowering people. I'm going to keep trying to put African food on that map. See, we have to sit and own that table. We're not just going to be put into, African food is too ethnic, it's too niche. We're going to get that global recognition that we desire and we deserve, and, is our rights.
Yeah.
So when you see other food, cuisine that have been globally accepted, you're going to see Nigerian food right there.
Amen.
That is one of my mission, my plan, and I'm working towards it, and it's going to happen. Yeah, so.
And on that powerful note, thank you, Ify, for spending time with us.
Thank you.
Today. That conversation was so incredible. I loved how she talked about courage, having the courage to do the thing that you want to do. I love how she made the transition, even though she was still doubtful, but she was focused. I love how she talked about creativity, right? And like being enthused about the work. I hope that you found this conversation inspiring. I know that I did. Thank you for joining us. And let me know in the comments what resonated with you the most from this conversation. Thank you.